Be worried, be concerned, and be transparent. This is The Truth with Dato' Jimmy Wong Show. Once again, I'm back. I am Dato' Jimmy Wong, and of course, this is the program that a lot of you has been waiting for. And yes, I'm finally back from my ever tiring trip from China. All right, and of course, as I promised when I was in China, once I'm back in Singapore, I'm going to settle some, of the dispute that is going on thus far. So let me begin with this synopsis of what went wrong or what went on earlier on. So to begin with, I started Tribe Champion a couple of months ago. Alright, this initiative is in correspondence with our company CSR, acronym for Corporate Social Responsibility. So what this organization is all about, you may ask. It's all about prevention and cure. Prevention part is more like helping the public, right? To prevent them from getting scammed, especially from those educators out there that's not notarized, all right? That has no support for their claims, and thus causing more like victim of circumstances. And the cure part, of course, is like personal development and so on and so forth. Now, I'm going to cover more of prevention today. And with me, of course, I have this panel of people, as you can see on my right. All right, we have 6 panel of the members of the public, and of course from the tribe itself. So what happened? Actually, you may ask. Well, let the excitement begin right now. So on this very fateful day, the tribe itself has received an avalanche of emails, all right, complaining about this forex school, namely Alpha Play. And so you're saying about the untrue claims that they've made. There's no proof. You heard me right, no proof to support. So what happened? We always believe there's always both sides of the coin, all right? And so the panel has decided of, right, maybe since they have advertised, I repeat again, Alpha Play has advertised an ad on Facebook to invite the public for their preview. So the panel is like, why not? Since you have invitation going on, so they have decided why not they just join and be fair to Alpha Play and gone down to their preview. And so they did, right? So what happened? They went down and to their disarray, all right? It's worse than what the email that been sent in, all right? It's worse than what the email has claimed to be. So in short, all right, the synopsis of this whole saga, very simple. Mr. Albert T, that's on my right over here, has been chased out of the preview because he is very persistent, all right, for results and the so-called secrets that the speaker, namely Ang Kah Yong, all right, this young man has spoken about. Now, first and foremost, there's nothing legal that you could go around it, all right? Kah Yong, really, there's nothing you could go around it because first and foremost, you have placed an ad for the public and it appeared in their Facebook, right? So it's open for all. You did not specifically say that, oh, who is not invited, who should be banned, and so on and so forth. So on the liberty of ground, they went for your preview, and you shouldn't have chased people out because they asked for proof. You get me? All right. So I think you've done something very wrong. So the reaction, I would say, from Mr. Albert T was very distraught that you actually twisted the whole story. All right, saying that he's disrupting your seminar. Now, let me begin with this. If you have eloquent proof to your claims, why would the reaction from Albert be quantified? You understand what I'm trying to say? So the reaction of Albert T is only natural as a public because of certain reasons that I'm going to interview him right now. So once again, the panel, back to you guys. So Mr. Albert T, so on the very day itself, you were around with the rest of the panels over here, all right, to their preview on the pretext to give them a second chance to see whether whatever the email sent in is true, and maybe, they've exaggerated things, that maybe they've accused Alpha Play of certain acts that is not fair for us to even speak about them, but we went down, you were disappointed. So in short, all right, in summary, tell us what went wrong, what happened?
Well, on the day itself, I went down for the preview, as a public, as a normal public. I just want to go down and, listen to what's the thing that he's gonna share. So, well, of course, as usual, he's a speaker for the day, okay, and then he go long and long, then after that until he start to share with something that, as a marketer myself, the first thing when I heard about this thing he shared, which the secrets. So he shared 3 secrets, and the
Hang
first
on.
secret.
So he tried to share 3 secrets.
Yup, 3 secrets.
So telling the audience, that means in the preview, that he has 3 secrets to
Correct.
be shared. Okay, let me be fair to
Yup.
to Alpha Play as well, right? I want to play, you know, the middleman perhaps. So for those panels who were in the preview, please raise your hands. Okay, good. Now, can you tell me, all right, whatever Albert says, all right, Mr. Dylan, was it true? Because in the video, he was actually sitting beside him, right? Was it true, whatever he claims is, because Alpha Play said the 3 secrets?
Yeah.
Was it true? True, okay. Thank you. So you may carry on. So 3 secrets then.
Well, the very first secrets, which actually, totally stunned me because I've never heard anyone in the earth, like Warren Buffett, Jim Rogers, George Soros, they have never claimed that they have a secret that in the forex trading or whatever stock market that they can know the winning directions.
Wait, hang on. So that means to say, this speaker, is it Mr. Ang Kah Yong, is it him?
Yeah, the young man.
So the young man said that, so Kah Yong said that, he claims that he has a formula, he has a secret that can basically predict where the market is moving.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the audience, we have to make this clear, alright? Me, myself as well, being in Forex, I believe there's no such thing that you can predict because the market could go anyways, alright? But this speaker actually told the audience that he could predict. It's like something very paranormal. He could predict, like, okay, I got this secret, that I know that it's going this way.
Yep.
So this is what he said, right? So what happened?
So that get my curiosity. It's like, wow, I never heard George Soros, Warren Buffett say this before. Like, wow, this guy is like amazing, So I start to ask, so can you actually, since this is a secret you've been sharing, which I think he recorded my video and show everyone. So I just expressed myself that.
Oh, hang on. So anyway, if you're wondering what Albert is talking about a video that he has been recorded by Alpha Play, very simple. During the preview, Alpha Play has their own recording system. That's why they twisted the whole story. They only forecast, alright, what happened when he was angry, but they did not really, project what happens before, but rather after. That means when they pissed off, Albert T, and that what happens. Just to add on, alright, actually I found out from Albert as well, when he got out, one of the individuals that representing Alpha Play threatened him. Now that's called criminal intimidation. Now that's totally wrong, Kah Yong. I mean, your company don't want to resort in that because that's gangsterism. We're in a lawful society, so that should be refrained. But anyways, all right, it could be an allegation from you. We don't care. We leave this to authority. All right, as you have filed your own report as well. But the thing is that I want to ask, all right, so what actually triggered your anger that you actually storm out, or what happened? What happened?
Well, okay, I shared that first secret itself. That got me curious.
So what did he say? He could predict, like God, he could predict the direction?
So I just asked one thing which I didn't actually ask, show me how much money you make. I just asked one thing which I think is very logic to me. I just asked, can you actually show me that this is the secret you mentioned, knowing the winning direction, how you use this secret to make money from your forex trading?
How you reply you?
And he said that, the one will be, later. So it's like, okay, I say fine. So I say, why not you just put me all this thing, just a quick one. So he keep on delay. So I've been waiting for 2 hours. Imagine it's like today, if I already ask my girlfriend with me or my wife I got no girlfriend by the way. Yeah, my wife,
Married,
to have a dinner at this place at 7 p.m. Can you imagine if my wife come at 9 p.m? Of course I'm angry.
So in short, what Albert is trying to express is very simple. So he waited in vain. But as an audience, it's only fair, alright? It's only fair because right now there are a lot of schools out there, there are a lot of educators out there that could not support their claims. So in fact, they have a lot of unscrupulous claims, that I will mention real shortly, right? Is in this list itself. And so somehow or other, this is his reaction. So ladies and gentlemen, audience, I put it to you. So Albert T's reaction towards an action. Now, why would he be angry if it's total transparency in the preview? Do you agree with me, audience? Let's not be biased. Let's be very straightforward, and let's be very honest with our opinion. All right? If let's say, for example, we could state our claim. Let's say, for example, you say that you could fly, and then someone asked you, why don't you fly and show me how you fly? All right? And you say, no, hang on, I'm not going to show you how you fly, but you can sign up my course, pay me money, and I show you how to fly. And after, when you paid up for the course, they will never teach you how to fly. But a lot of excuses to be used. Now, I'm not going to step into that, but I'm going to step into the first phrase known as a preview. So you should support your claims, alright? So since the action of you as a speaker, that you can't really project the transparency, and thus that created the reaction from Mr. Albert T, I think it's only fair. You placed an ad You place an advertisement on Facebook inviting the public. What? So you did not really specifically claim that intelligent audience cannot be allowed in the preview. You didn't claim that then. So you have intelligent audience that ask intelligent questions, and then you couldn't show the transparency, and then you kind of pissed off the audience, and the audience is pissed off, and then you just say that, oh, this guy is trying to disrupt you. No. There's in no sense of dismay to you because he is just reacting to what you have done to him. Alright, so that's number one. And then, of course, and then what happened? So they chased you out.
Well, of course, after 2 hours been waiting, there's no answer that I want to get. We got our own thing to do, right? 2 hours. Can you imagine 2 hours? Can done a lot of things, right? But so I when normally we get angry, right? So especially me, the vulgar words sometimes will come out, especially the F words. So I just accidentally say it.
So you express it.
Yeah, I think the the video that he recorded is very clear. I did apologize for the F word that I mentioned. But he don't accept, and he say.
Why would he accept? Because I believe it's part of the excuses that they want to play victim. It's only normal because why they couldn't show the transparency, they pissed off, you're angry, and then they said they wouldn't accept the apology, and then you went out, and then you got intimidated, you got threatened. Yeah. Okay, so for the rest of the audience, so let's get back to Mr. Dylan Huang. I will put you on the short break for a while. Mr. Dylan Huang, so you were there in the preview itself. Yeah. So what you actually witnessed between the saga? So I want to hear from you.
It's quite chaotic though. Actually what he asked is valid. In fact, I was deep inside thinking, I also want to see how he do that. But then, and some of the other audience also was asking for it. Show us what do you do, how, the results. Then he keep delaying, say, oh, they're waiting for later. If you don't have time, maybe this is not time for you. So when's the right time? Right? Lots of excuses given.
But I will say this, delay, so audience, I put it to you right here. The delay tactic is always very authentified by people who can't show the transparency. Why? Let me explain to you. Because when they show you, when they can't show you the transparency and when they admit it on the spot, they can't complete the whole cycle because it's like a very generic presentation, right? So what you guys did is actually you guys have stopped them, from showing the transparency that they can't complete the whole I would say the whole I hate to say this, but I have to say this, the whole trick-a-boo. So what happened is that they have to delay, but in the end, all right, show of hands, how many of you actually stayed till the end? Put up your hands till the end. All right. So till the end, let me hear from Rita. Rita, what happened to the end? Did he show anything? Proof?
Yes, he showed, but it's all very fast. He scrolled over the results.
So he did show his, what did he show you? He's specific, what did he show you?
Account history.
He showed you his account history, and then what happened? He scrolled very fast. Anyway, just a short introduction. Rita and Ken, they are both Burmese, right? They went for the talk as well to understand more of Forex as a public of the, as a public. So basically, they scroll very fast. So in the end, when they scroll very fast, so what did he actually show you? He scrolled very fast. So in the end, what did he show you?
Just profit.
Just profit. What kind of profit was that?
I think it's about total profit at the end.
How much was that?
500.
500. Capital size?
10K.
10,000.
Yes.
How long was the duration?
6 months. The duration.
Okay, wait, hang on. I'm getting a bit shocked here. Hang on. So we're talking about $10,000 capital for 6 months, profit of $500.
Yeah.
How many of you quantified that? All right, put up your hands, please. How many of you actually witnessed that? Put up your hands. Shit. Okay, you did because you were chased out, right? You got threatened. Wait. The audience, first and foremost, let's step on this very first education that I will throw to the public. I'm talking about sense, all right? Sensible sense. If you're so confident in your strategy, number one, why would it be only $10,000? That's number one. I mean, if you are so confident in your strategy, you should be showing. I mean, you should have injected more capital. That's number one to start with, right? If you're confident, all right, you should have injected more. So $10,000. So that's quite a small capital size to start to begin with. 6 months, 5%, right? Now I recall there was this. Someone told me that he actually posted saying that because they are very prudent and very stringent with their investment. Now, I don't know. I just want to put it to you. All the good people from their company. Listen, If it's about being very stringent and being very prudent, don't trade. Just put it with the fixed D from the bank. You get what I'm trying to say? 6 months, $500. And then you try to tell the audience that they could make like what? You could fetch them the abundance. You tell the audience that they could be a very successful trader. And then what happened in the recording itself? All right, we actually accidentally we came upon this good Samaritan that actually posted. I'm going to show you guys this. All right, we came across this. You just go to YouTube and type Alpha Play Forex review. You'll see this whole video about 15 minutes done up. It's actually someone, I don't know who it is, that actually went for their preview before the panel did, and then did a recording, a spy recording, and you judge yourself. I'm not going to say. And this speaker actually said that they are into education. What kind of education are you talking about? If you're talking about platonic, simple education about Forex, they could simply go to Bloomberg, CNN, or any of those education hub like babypeeps.com or whatever. They just have their basic fundamentals of Forex learned there, right? So what is it about? All the excuses. It's not about money. It's not about making money. It's about education. Then if it's about education and if it's not about the money, how would you support your claim by saying that you try to build a community? One of the posts did mention a community, that you want to start your own hedge funds with your own community. You get what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't make sense. Number one, you can't prove yourself. Number two, your capital size is $10,000. I don't know what to say, but hey, dude, you know what? $10,000 to begin with, that shows lack of confidence to me in your own strategy. All right? And then what happened next? And then after that, when people ask you for transparency, you got angry, you chased people out. It's wrong. Now, I don't know. I think this is the very first talk of my own personal talk show that I've came across that I myself even as a so-called as a moderator I felt a sense of dismay and angst as a public perhaps, right? And then you know what, panel? I received a word of caution actually from one of my students saying that they posted saying they want to get legal with Albert or me. I mean, there's nothing to get legal with, because first and foremost, let me advocate you before you go to lawyer and waste your money. Let me advocate you. First and foremost, this is an invite. I repeat, this is an invite via an ad to the public for your preview, right? So if you invite them for your preview means you're trying to sell your product. It's up to the public. Dude, it's democratic, right? It's up to the public's point of view, right, to comment or to judge or even to determine what kind of level of trustworthiness your product is. So you can't be legal to anything that's above mentioned. You have to get your facts right, dude. You have to get your facts right. I mean, I have nothing against you, all right? Kayong or your group of people, I have nothing against you guys. But you guys can understand there's 1,001 way to make ends meet and for survival. And this is totally wrong because you can't show transparency, all right? But you know what, panel, let me interview perhaps even Mr. Allen, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Allen is basically a member of the public, all right? You on your own ground as a public, if you're invited or you have gone for invitation for a Forex preview, what are the aspects that as a public you want to look out for?
For me, right, I'm there to be convinced to go for your course or the products that you're selling. So this would be, when I go there, I will listen to you and see whether you can convince me. So this is what I usually go for any preview. That is my logic.
Mm-hmm.
As for going there, and I think it's really fair that you can show people result to prove what you are selling. Simple as that. If you can't prove, then what am I there for? I really feel that I'm really wasting time. That's it.
Thank you. Now, check this out. That is the keyword, wasting time. There are too many, you know what triggered Albert Steele's anger? First and foremost, there are too many of these schools out there that can't claim, right? They can't prove their claims with transparency, and thus causing a lot of wastage of time. Now, time is money, money is time, right? And I don't think the public will be happy about it. And you know what? A lot of public, as we know in Singapore, a lot of public rather keep quiet, and just keep the resentment, and that's totally unfair. So let me even ask Ken, right? Anyway, introduction, Ken is from Myanmar as well. So you were there. So how do you feel about the whole preview?
From the start, right? When you want something, right? When you go for something, you definitely want a result, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that you want. Then you should teach us how, right? Whether we should take the risk or not.
So do you agree with me that for all the public that you want to tell the public that if they want to go for any forex preview or any investment preview per se,
Result first.
they should show the result first.
Result first.
Because when they show the results, that would basically notarize that they are transparent and they have the skill to transport to you so that you could trade or to support their claims that it can make you financially free or abundance of wealth or whatnot, right? They should prove, right?
Yeah, of course.
And not wasting your time for 2-3 hours, then in the end still nothing to show.
Teaching the theory that we can find baby pit.
So how do you feel when, let me interview you, how do you feel when Albert T was actually chased out? So as a public, how do you feel?
I feel that it's unfair. Yeah.
It's unfair, right?
It's unfair and it's unreasonable. If what he claims is very valid, he just want to ask question and can you show us the result? In fact, most people are asking for a result, and he keeps saying like, we must educate the people who are beginner first. But the fact is, a lot of people are asking for result. I mean, why more than 80% of people are asking for result, and why you can't?
You
show
hear him in the preview itself. It's not only the panel that's here. There are a lot of public as well. They are also very persistent with asking for results. Now, of course, thank you so much. Now back to Mr. Ben. Right? You claim that you were in the preview itself, right?
Yes.
So on your stand, how would you? I mean, as a public, how would you feel with such a preview? What's the stand of such a preview? How do you feel?
It makes me doubt their credibility and trustworthiness.
But what if they could show results and is convincing if from the very beginning? Would you stay on for the preview if they can show results?
Not quite, because if I stay and I want to learn under him, right, as my mentor, his attitude in treating others and answering others doesn't make me feel comfortable with it.
You heard it? The attitude, right, of treating others. The way, as a speaker, you don't just kick people out of your preview. You don't do that. You know why? Because they're public. You invited them. It's like I invite a guest to my house. For some reason, I'm not happy. I just chase them out. I can't do that. Now, in conjunction with this, I think the government is taking a very serious stand, all right, on scammers or on schools that are giving false claims. So much so that they even started a program known as Money Sense. All right, and it vividly said this, right? The government even advocate and advise the citizens or the public to ask questions if you're not clear. So what I would mallet on is Albert T merely asked a question or a request, be it his tone or whatsoever, you wouldn't know because that was before. You guys only forecast, the second half of the show. But in all attitude, all right, you shouldn't have kicked him out, that's one thing, but nothing wrong to ask. So public members, if you were to go for any of the previews, especially financial talks, you have to ask, you have to stand firm on your rights and keep asking and asking and asking until you're convinced. Even though you don't sign up for the course, you should ask. Let me tell you why. Because that's your rights. Yes, that's your rights. You should ask. Ask, and if you're not given, you know that you are in a layer of lies. So why are you even staying put, right? I think you should take action and just walk out or whatever. So if the speaker were to go to the dire strait or go to the ultimatum or even chasing someone out, I think it's not very ethical and it totally defeats the purpose of doing a preview. Then you should just advertise something else. You know what I'm saying? Not a preview, but something else. Like a storytelling session or stuff like that. So to be honest, there are a lot of things that you said. For example, that that your vision. I was advised by the public that you actually, after this whole saga, he actually posted this, saying that his vision, not he lah, someone else posted it, that his vision is to start a hedge fund with his community if he ever had one, the big one. Now my advice to you is, first and foremost, you have to understand that under the MAS jurisdiction, under the Singapore Financial, the Security and Future Acts, SFA in short, under caption 289, you must acquire a proper license, all right, to even raise funds from the public. That's number one. So get a license done first before you even think of starting your own hedge funds, because it's not as easy as you thought it is. So you have to first understand the Constituency Law Act before you start to do anything that will get yourself in trouble. And number two, to be honest, how would you be able to start your hedge funds? You know what's a hedge fund? In short, layman term, coffee shop term means you make money, right? How would even talk about making money whereby you can't even prove with your account? First, my advice is start with an appropriate account, an amount that will quantify your stand on how confident you are with your strategy, if you had one to begin with.
I think Tato, I got something I want to share. Because I don't want to get famous, but somehow they want to make me famous. But that's not the point. I think the point is, ever since I know you, Tato, you show me everything that you have about your forex trading.
Oh, now it's me here.
Yeah. Guy, if Tato didn't show me his result, trust me, I wouldn't believe in him. But Tato Jimmy, whatever I ask you, boom, that's it. The phone show me. I think it's good. Not just Tato Jimmy able to show you all, but I think it's much more important. Why Tato Jimmy? Let's do a challenge to this Mr. Ang Kayong. I call you Mr. right now, so because I'm being polite, so called. I mean, let's do a competition. I mean, Tato, I think a lot of people in this industry, right, or maybe they want to learn more about forex, right? They want to know who is the real deal out there. I mean, the best thing to prove who is the real deal, right? It's always competition.
Actually, you know what? You have just spoken my mind, because indirectly, they actually insulted me as well. But I'm anonymous, alright? But I think first and foremost, I have to first... camera, can you zoom in? I want to show you something. First and foremost, when you want to show a result, it has to be something like this, like this. Real, you gotta have, can you see? Can you see real? You gotta have real. So there's a real account, it's not demo. Because real account and demo account is two different things altogether. It must be real. Second, because of this incident, I'm pretty pissed off. So what happened was, I already got intention to challenge. By challenging, Ang Kayong is helping him. Let me explain why later. Hang on first. So first and foremost, when you look at the result, first step, step by step. First step, you have to look at the capital injection. For this, can you see the date here? Okay, let me show you. It's the 29th of September 2017. Can you see? Alright, so I've injected an account of $99,788. Actually, I've injected 100,000. Now, you may ask why 100,000? Very simple. Because he had a 10,000 account. So I just want to prove in abundance ahead of him. So I injected in 100,000 USD. Ang Kayong, I hope your account is USD, right? Never mind, it's okay. So I injected 100,000 USD. The last traded date was here. 17th of October, can you see? So let us go through this again. Instead, they suspect I changed something. First and foremost, it's still live account, it's a real account, alright? And then I've deposited in $99,788.17 on the 29th of September, over here. And then, camera? And then what happened was, the last trade, I just closed the last trade today. There's over here stated clearly, there's on the 17th of October, that's today, 17, right? Yep. October 2017. My capital size of 99,000, not even 100,000, 98,000, I've profited $37,000. So, I put it to you, Ang Kayong, that's about 37% based on 100,000 account. That's 37%. Less than 3 weeks that the saga lasted. This is for you. So right now, I put it to you, alright? Thank you for bringing this up, because actually before I end this, I want to challenge him. Ang Kayong, I need to help you. I need to help you really. I want to help you because I don't really know you, but I want to help you sincerely. So I want to help you in which way? Very simple. I want to help you to show transparency to the audience, to what you have preached, even to your tribe, if you have any, alright, that you had a tribe. I believe your tribe would basically want a leader that could prove himself. A tribe that basically want to follow a leader that could basically prove himself and be very transparent. Let me help you in this. I'll challenge you to a 300,000 USD account. So what will happen? We will both ballot, alright, a neutral brokerage company. We will let the audience know the account number. We'll inject in 300,000 USD account. 1 to 3 months, you choose. I cannot make it too long for you. One of the reasons is because, as I said, prevention. I need to make sure that you must prove yourself almost immediately, because you claim that you have a very powerful secret, 3 secrets, right? So what happened is very simple. 1 to 3 months, you choose. I let you choose, handicap now. I let you choose. $300,000 account. We will trade, and all profits will go to charity. Then what if you lose? What if it's losses? Then you have to bear out, of course. but all profits will go to charity. Then we will let the public decide how transparent and how notarized you are, that you claim that you are consistent. I put this challenge to you, you have 3 days to respond. Aha! And then you may come up with a lot of excuses. I already helped you think of some already. So if your excuses were to fall in any of the above mentioned, don't bother to reply. Uncle Yong, I'm helping you. Sorry, don't be offended. First and foremost. So you may ask, why hold this kind of competition? Very stupid. You know, you have your strategy and results. I also have my own strategy and my results. No. If this is part of excuses, you know what? Don't bother to reply. Because this is a competition. Competition because you can't show transparency. So we are just helping you to make sure that you could show transparency. Number 2, if your second excuse will be fallen under this, known as don't need to start with such a big capital. Trading is about percentage. Sorry, 300,000 to a true blue forex trader is not a lot, it's peanut. 300,000 USD, I'm not asking about 3 million. Or you want 3 million, you can come to you, no problem. But 300,000, you choose. Alright, or 3 million, you choose, no problem. We'll take you on, provided you can have a clearing firm that can clear 3 million. But other than that, you know, so don't give me this, such big capital. Trading a percentage, I do agree. Trading is about percentage, but your percentage does not really notarize whatever you say. It doesn't really support your claims. Next, we're educators, we are not here for the money. We want to teach, not compete. Again, hello, you need to prove. Alright, if this is part of your excuse, don't bother to reply. Next, forex is about consistency. Trading result over a month cannot show the consistency of strategy. In the first place, you can't even show any consistency with your current results. So this excuse is totally omit off the whole equation. Alright? Next, of course, your challenge means I must accept. Accept? Even if I don't accept, my life will go on. Of course, your life will still go on, but again, the public will judge you. Alright? Let's do this for charity. We trade all for charity. Oh, anyway, about the charity, the charitable organization, you have the liberty to choose your own charitable organization. Next, we have no time to compete in this competition. We're only concerned with the well-being and growth of our students that you commonly use. Dude, you know what? If you really meant well for your students, show them the transparency, be brave enough and pick up this challenge. We're helping you actually, alright? To make sure that you could actually quantify yourself, you know, as to support your claims. What is this? Oh, no reply at all. That's no reply lah, of course. You know, so all this will be part of the excuses that we. This is called prediction prediction. You know, not the forex market prediction, but this is what I predicted that you may answer or you may use as part of excuses. But if fallen within any of these equations, then just don't use it. Don't need to reply. But you have 3 days. Alright, you have 3 days to reply. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give you until next Monday. Today is the 17th of October. I'm only going to give you until this coming Monday to reply my challenge. So that's more than 3 days for you to raise funds. If you have any funds to raise, or maybe you're rich, I don't know, $300,000 account. I believe the public would basically look at this awareness and know what the hell is going on. And this is also for a good cause. Alright, we should bless the less fortunate and the needy as well. So, with this, I wait for your challenge, the reply for a challenge. If there's no reply from you, I think it's only fair that it's a walkover. Agree with me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Alright, no reply. So all the panel will be here on Monday as well. Monday, your cutoff time will be 9 p.m. Your cutoff date will be, I repeat, your cutoff date will be on the 23rd of October 2017, 9 p.m. sharp to reply. Alright? So the mode of reply, very simple. You could actually call up the office or you can turn up. Alright, we're going to have a Facebook Live. You can turn up to the office, 18th floor International Plaza, 1825. That's my address. I'll be waiting for you with the panel. Alright? So if you think that, you know, you don't want to turn up or for some reason there's no sound from you, or you can use your other ways and means, you know, over the social media to turn me off with all excuses that you want. 1001 excuses to say no to this competition. I repeat, 1001 excuses. 1001 to say no to this competition. There's only one to say yes. And that's with a total transparency. So with this, thank you so much for your time. Alright? And of course, I'll wait for your reply. I wish you have a nice weekend. So to all the audience out there, thank you so much. I'll see you soon with this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.